Transport for London is under fire once again for a series of billboards featuring a controversial Islamic preacher who's been banned from entering Singapore because of his segregationist and divisive teachings. And yet adverts for the finance firm Waheed also feature a controversial UFC fighter, Khabib, who has links to Russian warlords closely allied with Vladimir Putin. London Mayor Sadiq Khan didn't have much to say about it this morning.
Chair, I'm not aware of the advert. I'll look at it as soon as Mayor's question time is finished to see what's going on there. I'm more than happy to look into that and get back to the member.
Please do, because I think things like that just make the whole thing look totally ridiculous.
Well, questions are now being asked about TfL's vetting process, as earlier this year adverts showing comedian Ed Gamble eating a hot dog were removed for promoting obesity. Another day in the madhouse that is London. So how are these adverts allowed to be displayed across the capital? Join me now is a former London mayoral candidate, Howard Cox. Howard, welcome to the show. So it's perfectly OK. You're not allowed to show an advert, for example, of a woman in a bikini if they're beach body ready. You're not allowed to show an advert of a burger or even a block of cheese. But it's OK to show an advert of an Islamist preacher. Make some sense of this, please.
Well, I can't make any sense, but it just goes. We can go back to what Lee Anderson were when he was actually the whip was removed for him because he actually complained. He actually simply said that the mayor and TfL are being controlled by other indigenous cultures, and I'm afraid it's come home to roost. He was telling the truth. Susan Hall quite rightly is complaining about it, but she needs to go stronger because I think the way they actually measure the suitability of adverts has gone wrong. I've got no problem with them promoting their bank or whatever they do, provided they don't discriminate. In fact, other things like, as you say, like Ed Gamble's poster and his hot dog. The simple fact of it is he is actually prioritising the Islamic or Muslim or whatever you want to call it. I get confused myself with how to describe the culture, but simply that they getting priority over basically British culture.
So, Howard, to put a little bit of balance on this, here the adverts, you can see that's the preacher on the left, that's the wrestler on the right, plastered across buses and on the underground. To give Sadiq Khan a little bit of credit here, has he got the time to check every advert that goes out on the transport network of TfL? Could this be a simple admin error, and now that he's realised it, they'll be taken down?
It's not an admin error. It's absolutely no way. I mean, he's got 1,000 people all earning six-figure, £100,000 or more. He's got loads of staff, and he sets the criteria. He agrees the criteria, and this one sailed through with no problems whatsoever. And it's and my inbox, being I didn't become London mayor, but had I become London mayor, this one wouldn't have been accepted because it doesn't meet the criteria of British culture. It's as simple as that.
OK, thank you very much. And it's worth pointing out, Howard Cox, that this firm specialises in Sharia-compliant investments, whatever they are, and they would not invest in alcohol or gambling or impure food like pork or tobacco or adult entertainment, all off limits. That's modern London. Thank you very much, Howard Cox. We have to move on there.